This is a partial fraction with the repeated factor in the denominator. So we have x plus 1, which is a linear factor, and the x minus 2. Well, x minus 2 is linear, but it's a repeated linear factor. So what we would do is have a over x plus 1. That's how we deal with the linear factor. Now we need two terms to deal with repeated factor. And what we do is b over x minus 2 and then c over x minus 2 squared. So the thing to remember is this deals with the linear factor of x plus 1, and these two together deal with the repeated factor. But we're still going to go clear of fractions, which means multiplying right the way through by the denominator of this side. So that's going to give me x plus 4. With this one here, the x plus 1's cancel, leaving you with a x minus 2 squared. With this one of the x minus 2's cancel, so we have x plus 1 and x minus 2. And with this one, the x minus 2 squared cancels, so we've got c x plus 1. Now, if we do this by choosing suitable values of x equals 2 is a good one because it will make these two terms equal to 0. So we'll get 6 equals, note that the identity becomes an equals at this point because we have actual numbers in. And then that's going to be 3c. And that means that c is equal to 2. I'm going to choose x is equal to -1. This side becomes 3. This disappears, that becomes -3 squared, which is 9, so 9a. So our a is going to be equal to 3 divided by 9, which is 1/3. Now, there's no other value that we could choose. So there's no other value that actually makes something disappear. We could choose a third value, or we could compare coefficients. Let's choose a third value. Let's go for x equals 0. So then the left is 4, and this would be -2 squared, which is 4. 4 times a is 1/3, so that's going to be 4/3. This would be 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 minus 2, so 1 times -2, -2, so we're going to have minus 2b, and we don't know the value of b. And then we'd have 1c, and we know that c is 2. So 4 minus 4/3 minus 2 would be -2b. So 4 is 12/3. Take away 4/3. Take away 6/3 is -2b. So that is going to be 2/3 equals -2b, which gives us b is -1/3. So a is 1/3, so we'd have 1 over 3x plus 1. b is -1/3, so we'll have 1 over 3x minus 2. And c is 2, so we've got 2 over x minus 2 all squared.